7. Barrett outside the switch. Doncic goes on. Great step. And then he hammers it home. Broke his ankles.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well. But before we officially get into the video, I'm filming this video right after I did the member live stream. This was actually suggested by a member. A big shout out to all my members that just support the channel and go above and beyond. You guys are absolutely amazing. For you guys to take that optional approach, it's just unbelievable, and it's just it just hits me hard of just how amazing and just awesome you guys are, and literally everyone that supports this channel literally is impossible without you guys. But we're actually going to be talking about another unsung hero. Of course, I made a video about Nerlens Noel. Of course, Reggie Bullock is another unsung hero. Let me know down below if you want me to make a video on that as well. But I actually have other video ideas in the works as well. But today I'm going to be talking about Taj Gibson. Of course, he was the big man coming out of USC. He started off in his NBA career with the Chicago Bulls, the Derrick Rose days, the Kirk Heinrich days, of course the Joakim Noah days, the Mike Dunleavy days, under Tom Thibodeau. Those days were just so exciting. Those days were just they were just amazing to watch. They were a competitive, good basketball team, and we really thought they were going to be good for the next 5 to 10 years. Of course, Derrick Rose sadly went down with not really a career-ending injury, but maybe his prime, his MVP self. Was he going to lead the Chicago Bulls to an NBA championship with a Joakim Noah, or were they another piece away, if you know what I'm saying? But Taj Gibson was one of the heart and souls of that team. Of course, he went over to Minnesota. He played for the Oklahoma City Thunder as well. This is actually his third team playing under Tom Thibodeau. Originally, we actually had Taj Gibson with a guy of David Fizdale. We actually ended up picking up a Taj Gibson in the offseason. Of course, we had the expectations of getting a Kevin Durant, a Kyrie. Some people even wanted a Kemba, wanted a Jimmy Butler. This was really a stacked free agency class. We came out with Taj Gibson. We came out with Bullock. We came out with Payne. We came out with Julius Randle. We came out with a bunch of solid bench basketball players, and I really like the pickup of going out there, getting a veteran of Taj Gibson. Of course, he is old, and we actually ended up playing him at the 5. That was one of the things that were kind of blown out of proportion. Everyone was making the power forward jokes, but true Knicks fans know Marcus Morris played the 3. We ended up playing Taj Gibson at the 5. We actually played some guys out of position to really make the depth work, even though it didn't really execute under David Fizdale like it is now under a Tom Thibodeau. But he definitely is a physical specimen, kind of undersized for the center position. And we're going to start off with the leadership when it comes to Taj Gibson. I absolutely love Taj Gibson when it comes to his leadership, even if it was under just the terrible years of David Fizdale. And he always gave 110%, no matter how bad the basketball team was, and he still managed to show up. Even though he was at the tail end of his career, he never gave up. He gave great support to the young players, and he gave great advice, and he was just a true professional when it came to the interviews, and he didn't back down from a challenge. Yes, some players can be yep, I'm going to collect my bag at the end of the day. I'm at the tail end of my career, this is just to have fun, I'm going to sit on the bench, maybe help out these young players or whatever. But no, he got some action and actually brought some solid productivity. Can't really look at the stats, but he did the little things out there on the basketball court. But yes, I love the leadership of Taj Gibson, setting a great example just for everyone on the basketball club. And another thing I actually wanted to talk about was his maturity when it came just to the whole situation. Again, David Fizdale, not a great coach whatsoever, but for him to come back to the Knicks organization and give it another chance under a James Dolan. He's nope, I love Tom Thibodeau so much, and you could tell players do love Tom Thibodeau. You could say a guy of Andrew Wiggins didn't like him, a Karl Anthony Towns didn't like him, but are they mentally tough, like a Jimmy Butler, like a Derrick Rose, like a Joakim Noah, like a Taj Gibson? You have to be mentally tough. You have to really like to be pushed. That's why Julius Randle loves playing for Tom Thibodeau. He always wanted that coach that can get the most out of him and hold him accountable, because he knows there's going to be results that come with it. David Fizdale, nice guy, but was there results that came with it? Look at the Memphis Grizzlies days. He already had proven basketball players. Not trying to take anything away from him, but I always thought he was an overrated coach in my opinion, and he wasn't the right culture coach to really turn things around. But for Taj Gibson to come back in a New York Knicks uniform, you think about it. We ended up letting him go in the offseason. We're he's old, we're going to get him off the books. Looks like he has no future when it comes to the New York Knicks. It just does not look like that at all. I believe he's 35 to 36 years old. It looked like he was going to retire. And it was a smart decision by the Knicks actually bringing him back. He's yup, I want to play under Thibs. I really do. And for him to take the sacrifice of playing out of position, of course, with Chicago playing at the power forward position, with Minnesota playing at the power forward position, with OKC playing at power forward, and for him to really take a huge jump of playing the center position and really just getting acclimated like to that spot, he's actually been impressive, especially at his age. True fans that watch the Knicks games see what he brings to the table. Yes, he may be undersized, but he has this type of physicality. We love Nerlens Noel, but sometimes, like Knicks fans, they get so excited when Taj Gibson checks into the game because you know that he's been in the league for such a long time, so he's good at reading offenses a little better than a Nerlens Noel. Nerlens Noel's been in the league for a good amount of time, but he's still a young basketball player. Taj Gibson, you see, like when someone's taller than him, he really does a good job fronting them, being physical, playing hard, just showing so much heart out there on the court, and he still has a little spring to his step. He could still get up there in the air. He could bust out a spin move sometimes and get to the cup. But you just love his maturity, and you just love what he brings to the table. Fronting guys, really just having the maturity to be like, yup, I'm not where I used to be in my career, but I'm going to take a step back, I'm going to come off the bench, and I'm going to help out these young players and really lift their heads up. Especially when RJ Barrett, when he started off slow in the first half, he was like, you're going to have a great second half, bro, and he ended up having a great second half. You love these supportive veterans that are going to teach these young guys. And next up, of course, defense. What does Tom Thibodeau preach? It is defense, defense, defense. There's several games Taj Gibson makes a huge play. Yes, it may not be a crazy block at times, but it's a key to deflection, really timing the passing lane or timing the entry pass down low to the center. He just does such a great job timing that, and you just love that from Taj Gibson. The deflections, the fighting. Like, Knicks fans love heart. We love players that don't give up no matter what, even if we're down 1,000,000 points, and that's what Taj Gibson brings. He kind of brings us no-nonsense 90s Knicks vibes with the Charles Oakleys and Patrick Ewings of the world. What he's doing actually, like, at an older age when it comes to, of course, NBA-wise, being a professional athlete, like, he does a really good job making sure that he's conditioned and he's ready to play basketball. And I just got to give so many props to like Taj Gibson, and I appreciate him coming back. After us letting him go, he could have been like, F you, this organization doesn't trust me at an older age. But no, he really trusted the philosophy. He loves Tom Thibodeau, and he's just a no-nonsense guy. He's from New York. And just Taj Gibson seems like a cool, down-to-earth guy. And he just brings his heart out there on the basketball court, and is a key reason like why we win some games, especially down the stretch if he's in at times. Of course, Nerlens Noel can have those huge big-time blocks as well, but I really appreciate you guys tuning in. You guys are absolutely amazing, and as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.